Hello everyone and welcome to Barca News. It's September 22nd, 2022 and El Mundo has leaked more Barcelona internal documents, this time concerning Gerard Pique's contract renewal. Also, the club are currently monitoring Rennes midfielder, the new Modric, as they look to reinforce the midfield with the imminent departure of Sergio Busquets. And Barcelona have reportedly met with the Brazilian star Endrick and his family to try to convince him to join the club. We have a lot to discuss, so let's begin. Now we'll begin with the news that El Mundo has leaked more Barcelona internal documents, and this time concerning the contract renewal of Gerard Pique in 2018. Now, as I reported in yesterday's video, which I will leave the link for down below in the description in case you want to check it out, El Mundo leaked some Barcelona internal documents that were part of the Barcagate investigation. Now, for those of you who don't know what Barcagate is, it's a scandal that alleges that Josep Maria Bartomeu and 3 others hired a public relations firm to make the Bartomeu administration look good, while at the same time disparaging the reputation of Messi, Xavi, Gerard Pique, and even Joan Laporta. Now, Barcelona turned over several internal documents to the police as part of the Barcagate investigation, and El Mundo has gotten a hold of some of these documents which they have been leaking over these past few days. Now, yesterday, El Mundo leaked documents that showed the outrageous demands that Jorge Messi made in the contract renewal negotiations of Lionel Messi, and today El Mundo has leaked some documents concerning the contract renewal of Gerard Pique. Well, it seems that Pique in 2017 approached Josep Maria Bartomeu and asked that if he wanted to renew his contract, that he wanted to become the highest paid center back in the entire world, and that he wanted to make more money than Sergio Ramos. Now, as a result, Barcelona offered Pique a 5-season contract worth 142 million euros, which comes out about 28.4 million euros per season. Now, Gerard Pique did not stop there, and he also demanded that Barcelona paid some tax debt that Gerard Pique owed to the Spanish government. Now, this is more unfortunate news because Pique, along with Lionel Messi, are 2 of the biggest Barcelona legends. They are 2 players that have given a lot to the club sporting-wise, and they are 2 players that are adored by all Barcelona fans. And to find out that they were making these demands out of the club is, of course, very disheartening to find out, because I don't know when these 2 players traded their love for the club for the love for the money. This also reflects bad on Josep Maria Bartomeu, which shows his weak leadership and how he let players dictate what kind of contracts they got instead of dictating what contracts the club were willing to give. Now, Barcelona issued a statement yesterday after the Lionel Messi document leak, stating their outrage about this leak because these documents pertain to a judicial procedure, and as a result, Barcelona are currently investigating legal recourses. In other words, they're threatening with a lawsuit against El Mundo for leaking these confidential documents that are part of a police investigation. Now, as I reported in yesterday's video, it's been confirmed 100% that Sergio Busquets will be leaving the club at the end of his contract in the summer of 2023. Now, it's reported that Xavi's favorite pivot to replace Sergio Busquets is the 23-year-old Real Sociedad's midfielder Zubimendi. Now, as a result of Barcelona's interest, Real Sociedad have leaked in the media that Zubimendi has a 60 million euro release clause and that they will not accept 1 penny less. Now, it's also reported that Barcelona are currently tracking Rennes midfielder Lovro Majer, who I hope I said his name correctly, and if I didn't, I apologize. Now, Lovro Majer is a 24-year-old Croatian midfielder who has been nicknamed the new Modric, and Rennes signed him from Dinamo Zagreb for 12 million euros. Now, it's reported that Rennes will not consider any offer below the 60 million euros for Lovro, and it's also reported that Real Madrid are tracking the same player. Now, on to the news that Ousmane Dembélé has given an interesting interview where he has credited Xavi for his decision to renew with Barcelona, and he has also added that he wants to win the Champions League with the club. Now, Dembélé said, "Trust is very important, and Xavi has given it to me. After what Xavi told me, I decided to stay. I want Barca to win the Champions League again. It's been 7 years since they've done that. I always told Xavi that I wanted to stay at the club. Afterwards, it was negotiations and contractual. I remember a meeting in December where I told him that I was going to sign my contract. I always said that I wanted to stay in Barca, and I feel good there." Now, Dembélé also added that he felt that he wasted 5 years of his life, referring to the first 5 seasons he spent at Barcelona mostly injured, and he said that he felt he was going to stagnate if he didn't get to the bottom of his injury woes. Now, Dembélé has had an incredible form this season so far, and it looks like the trust that Xavi has placed in him has paid off. Now I don't know how, where, or when did Dembele change his mentality, but I'm very glad that he did so, because he has been the difference maker on the team, and if he continues on his path, he could help Barcelona win the long-awaited Champions League trophy. Now, as I reported in yesterday's video, the Barcelona are currently considering extending Hector Bellerin's contract by one more season. Now, Hector Bellerin was given a one-year contract because the club wanted to see how he would fit in a squad, and it seems that Barcelona are considering extending that contract by one more season because they're happy with Bellerin's performance during the trainings and how fast he's adapting to the team. Well, today, Bellerin's entourage has leaked in the media that Bellerin is still interested in joining Real Betis, where he spent last season there on loan, and if Barcelona does not extend Hector Bellerin's contract, he will try to join Betis next summer, who seem to have captivated the player's interest. Now on to the news that the team has trained after having 3 days off, and since 18 players have left to join their international squad, only 6 players remain at the club, and those players have trained with the Barca Athletic and with the Juvenil A or under 19 team. Now amongst those players that have remained at the club is Pablo Torre, who Barcelona have confirmed that during the international break a decision will be made in regards to the future of the young midfielder. Now it's reported that Xavi will talk with Pablo Torre during these upcoming days, where he's going to offer Pablo Torre to play with Barca Athletic so he can get as much playing time as possible to continue his growth and development. However, the player will remain in first team dynamic, where he will exclusively train with the first team and will be called up during certain matches with the first team as well. Now it's reported that Pablo Torre is willing to reinforce the Barca Athletic and that he's also happy to remain with the first team dynamic. Now speaking of young players, it's been revealed that Xavi is currently in charge of the youngest set of Blaugrana players in the 21st century. Now with the median age of 25 years and 169 days, this is the youngest team since the 2000-2001 season, which is when this statistic began to be recorded. Now this is the first time that the median age has dipped below 26 since 2005, when the median age was 25 years and 285 days, thanks to a breakthrough of several young talented players such as Carlos Puyol, Samuel Eto'o, Andrés Iniesta, Xavi Hernandez, and a very young Messi who debuted during that year. Now this goes to show that not only do we have a great squad for this season, but we also have a great squad for the future too, where we have many great young players with a very long and prosperous future. Now speaking of young players with a prosperous future, it's reported that Barcelona have met with a young Brazilian star, Endrick, to try to convince him to make the move to the club. Now Endrick is a 16-year-old Brazilian forward who currently plays at Palmeiras, and after turning 16 over the summer, he was allowed to sign his first professional club with Palmeiras, which opened the doors to other clubs to negotiate with him. Now Barcelona and all the other major European clubs are interested in signing this young star, and he's one of the most coveted players on the entire planet. Now Endrick will not be able to join any European club until he turns 18 in 2024, and it's reported that Barcelona have already met with the player and his family to try to convince him to make a move to the club, which hopefully they'll be able to do so, because he is an incredible player and he looks like he's going to be one of the best players in the future. Now on to the news that the Italian club Inter Milan are currently tracking the situation of Alejandro Balde. Now it seems that the Italian club are very interested in signing Alejandro Balde, whose contract will expire with Barcelona in the summer of 2024. Now it's reported that Barcelona are currently trying to renew Alejandro Balde's contract after renewing Gavi's contract. However, it will take some time because Barcelona need to first clear some space on the wage bill before attempting to extend the contract of Alejandro Balde, who has been coveted by many clubs including Inter Milan, given to his explosive performance during this season so far. Now we will end today's video with 2 brief updates, the first one being that Memphis Depay, while on international duty, defended the club when he made it very clear that Barcelona has always paid his salary, and Frankie de Jong's as well. And this comes after a few days that Jules Koundé was asked if Barcelona had paid his salary, and he confirmed that yes, the club did. Now this goes to quiet all the haters who have been saying that Barcelona cannot afford to pay their player's salary, which is of course fake news. Now the second update is that Hansi Flick has announced that Mark ter Stegen will be the starting goalkeeper when Germany faces against Hungary and England, given that Manuel Neuer has tested positive for COVID-19. This is a great chance for Mark ter Stegen to show what he's capable of, given that he's had an incredible form this season so far. So I would like to wish him good luck, and I would like to wish Manuel Neuer a speedy and healthy recovery. So that is it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give me a like. Also, I'd like to invite all of you to please leave a comment down below, giving me all your thoughts and opinions about all the news that I share with you. And finally, I would like to invite all of you to please subscribe to the channel so you can stay current on all the latest news in regards to our beloved club, FC Barcelona. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. And as always, Peace, Barca.